Alright, bro. When you go to certain grocery stores, you gonna have to pay just to go in. They gonna do that. I was at the airport. There was this one store. You had to pay $15, and I guess whatever return on your card or some shit like that. But not only that, right? They gonna make this bitch so tight. It's gonna be worse than a can of sardines. They gonna either you gonna get the fingerprint or get your eyes scanned to use these social websites. They might even do that when you gotta fucking go to the store, scan your iris, or you want to use your fingerprint. But you know what I'm saying? You know how you gotta go to these jobs and you clock in at these jobs, you gotta use your fingerprint sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you work at. But they only used to do that shit when you go to jail. So they just let you know you at work when you at jail. You in jail when you at work. But I ain't gonna lie, the other day I was on a bus, bro. And I was just riding around and I was just looking at all this shit. And I was like, bro, all this shit is just a jail, bro. It's just a big ass jail. I was looking at the apartments and shit. And I was like, yeah, that's a jail cell. That's jail cells. They just look real good. And you got more freedom. You got more of an extension than the people that's locked up in see, the apartments is the remote jail cells, and then the jail cells is like where they at, you know what I'm saying? Where it's at, you know what I'm saying? Like you get what I'm saying? Like if you got a Tesla car, right? They got the people that you bought the Tesla car, they could cut your shit off whenever they want. So you know what I'm saying? But the jail is where all the motherfuckers at. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got the house niggas and the field niggas, but the field niggas is the niggas that's in the jails and the penitentiary and shit. And then the house niggas, you know what I'm saying? That's the ones that live in the apartments and stuff like that. And that's all the apartments is. Bunched up, you on side your cellmate. That's all it is. You on side your cellmate your birth certificate and your social security card. That's your barcode. You feel me? And I was just on the bus riding around the other day, and I was like, bro, this bitch look like a big ass jail cell. You know what? Fuck what you see, what you feel. You feel the energy, bro. It's just so dense and negative. Everything's so controlling. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, you could buy land and shit. They got all these rules and regulations and restrictions and shit. But you know, if you out of sight, out of mind, you know, you A1. But at the end of the day, these people always trying to find something. Like they say, you gonna be happy and own nothing. I mean, you don't own nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying? They just using you as motherfucking cattle. But in the future, bro, I wouldn't doubt it. They probably do it because they heard this video. They like, yeah, we gonna step it up now since he talking about this shit. But you know, in the future, they gonna make your ass either use your fingerprint or scan your iris to use certain fucking social media apps and shit. Probably to even use your phone. Probably to get in the store. But like I said, you already gonna have to pay to play. You want to pay to get into the store. Let alone if you got the chip. You know, I was in Whole Foods the other day. This white man just was like, he was pulsating the energy like, motherfucker, look at me, stare at me. Like he would not move till I would look at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just tugging on my energy. I'm like, nigga, what? It ain't no emergency, nigga. Ain't no danger, nigga. What? Like, what? What? I don't want to look at you. I don't want to be bothered, nigga. And he was like, look, I'm paying with my wrist. You should do it too. Like he was advertising this shit or something. You know what I'm saying? You know how somebody wants you to see him doing something type shit. You feel me? I'm like, bro, I'm not. That's on you, bro. Flick of my wrist. Fuck out here with that shit. He did it all suave and shit and was staring me in my eyes and shit. Like, I'm like, all right, bro, you should be staying at your groceries in the exit door. 'Cause that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. You in the mix. You in the way with this bullshit. And you may have to fucking scan your wrist, bro. If you ain't get the jab, you ain't get the slab, then it's a lot of privileges they don't even want you to be in. And everybody getting tallied, everybody on the list. And everybody that didn't get the jab, you getting hunted. They hunting you one way, one form or fashion. You may not even notice it because there's so much going on in life. But if you could just slow down, you gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody getting gang stalked. Everybody being watched. It's just the level that you on. Especially if you got influence or you a threat, you a danger. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you on some OrganicVbyz type of time. They already got your man shadow banned, blackmail, blackball, whatever. They don't want my views to go up. They don't want me to get 100,000 views, 1,000 views. They don't want you talking about this positive stuff. Some of my videos and then Venmo, you feel me, disappeared. Especially my heavy hitters, in the silent way too. Or you wouldn't even notice it. But yeah, man, that's how it's gonna be. You have to either use your fingerprint or scan your iris, you know what I'm saying, to use certain apps, probably to use your phone so, you feel me? Things gonna be tightened up. I'm just giving y'all some leeway down the future. You have to pay to play to go in these stores, and some of these stores, you know what I'm saying, you want to scan your eyes, scan your iris, scan your wrist, flick your wrist, pay to go in that bitch. Hey, I'm telling you, they about to tighten this bitch up. It's gonna be like that for a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't wanna be no chatty patty, man. I'm about to sit back, marinate for a minute. You sit here, bro. We're already living in a police state, bro. Real shit. You can look at this shit. It just, it's a police state everywhere, but this bitch, this shit is out of pocket, bro. This shit is crucial. You know what I'm saying? They all up your neck. But yeah, bro, we gotta find ways to live and shit. They trying to squeeze every little ounce of life that's left. Any type of vigor and vitality, they want you broken and all type of manners and shit, bro. They want you sick, mentally and spiritually and physically. You know what I'm saying? If you're smoking, or you're drinking, or you're doing drugs, especially if you're doing hard drugs, you doing blues and smoking on feral paper all in public and shit, leaning and bobbling and shit, they happy, you good, you part of the scene. But if you're trying to heal, or you healed, or you're healing, you know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, they ain't trying to have that. They don't want that, nigga. They want you sick in all type of forms and fashions. And the thing is, they trying to create the monopoly board. So whatever they put on the monopoly board, that's the only thing that's on the board. And they don't want nothing else to exist with they sick asses. You know what I'm saying? They want everything just to be, I don't know, bro. They want everything to be so uniformed and shit. That's not how it's gonna go. That's not how nature grows. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no perfect shapes right here below me. Everything got its own individual shape, and it fits in perfectly. They trying to fuck up the whole puzzle. They want to create their own puzzle pieces. You know what I'm saying? Create their own foods, and they put it in the stores and shit. These fucking bananas, man. I said the other day, I got some burro bananas today. But I bought some bananas the other day. I kept on telling you, stop eating these fucking long ass bananas, dog. They be making me wanna like bleh, bleh. Just they get to tasting yucky and I don't know. They just be tasting like ew, like plump. And my mouth just be tasting nasty, like big balls of nasty sugar. I don't know, maybe I watched that banana video too many times when that bitch got heated up and it started moving and wiggling and shit. No. It's just nothing but sugar, bro. And the real banana, it don't have, like, I've been transitioning to making sure I only eat fruit that got seeds in it. Cause besides a pineapple, sometimes I need to rinse my insides out with that. But because I used to eat, let me see what fruits I used to eat that didn't have any seeds in it. I used to eat it a lot. Sometimes I get seedless watermelons. I ain't gonna lie, because I just needed that juice. But it wasn't worth it every trip, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like bananas and stuff like that. Bananas don't got no seeds, man. So I'm like, I'm not about to eat that no more. It's a sterile fruit that's making me, anything you eat that's sterile, making you sterile. That's some Monsanto shit off the rip. You feel me? Even though the burro banana's still sterile, they don't got seeds either. But you know, we ain't where the bananas got seeds. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta make sure I strictly eat fruits that got seeds. And plus bananas, them bitches ain't nothing but long sugar balls, bro. And then you got sugar bombs, which is grapes. I don't eat grapes no more unless they got seeds. If that bitch ain't got seeds, I ain't fucking with them grapes. I ain't fucking with no seedless watermelon. So when they ain't got watermelon, I just go get some honeydew and some cantaloupe. You know what I'm saying? But they created all of these different fucking fruits that's in these stores, man. Real shit. They created fucking kiwis and fucking bananas and shit to make profit. That's why all of that shit in the stores is to make profit. And they'll give you WIC and they'll probably give you food stamps and shit to keep you right there going in the circle, nigga. That's the only reason why the government will help you, to keep you on the track. They don't want you off the track and they don't want you leaving the country. Think about if all the goddamn black people, they got some sense. The other ones I don't give a fuck about. Think about if all the, I ain't even call us black, because you know that's what they call us. Think about the gods and goddesses, they got some sense. Just all leave America. Boy, this bitch gonna be nasty as a bitch. It's already nasty. For real, bro. We gotta show these motherfuckers that we worthy and we worth it. You know what I'm saying? But now, once we gone, ain't no coming back. Don't call us. Work with what you got. Because when you ain't take care of us when we had us, you know what I'm saying? Try to run us in the ground and shit. Yeah, this bitch getting tightened up. This bitch getting tight, bro. But, yeah, man. We gonna talk about the video with the homeless people and shit next. How they talking about people can't be homeless in these certain situations. It's ridiculous. But yeah, man, we living in a big ass. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I remember I was in Orlando and I said, bro, I gotta get out of this bitch. It's a big ass prison. I gotta get out of this bitch, bro. It's a big ass prison. This is like Maze Runner or some shit. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Fuck that bitch. One way or another, for real. Staying on these phones and shit, just talking about this shit ain't gonna do it, bro. Nigga gotta make something shake. I don't know if it's me or the whole world know, whatever, but I don't know. I know I gotta get the fuck out of this shit. This made up ass world, and they it's a big ass invisible jail cell, bro. Nigga gotta get out of here alive. Fuck talking about no. Fuck that moon. That shit not real. I gotta get out of this big ass invisible jail, bro. They building more and more parts to make the jail more and more harder to realize it's invisible, and trying to create more distractions and shit. But shit looking so bland. It's like a fucking skyscraper. You go take your dog to go take a shit outside the skyscraper in New York. Ain't no grass, bitch, but fake little sheets of green shit, bitch. The fuck, that shit ain't real. Nah, ain't nobody trying to look like that. They trying to make the whole world like that though. Like that, like going out of a skyscraper, concrete jungle, and the grass not even real, it's just that fuzzy green shit. Oh hell nah, bitch. Can't even ground no more. Hey nah. There's concrete under all that shit. No. Nobody. But yeah, man, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm done being a chatty patch, just chopping up about some shit, dog. Can't believe the other day I walked in the store and they just whole conversation switched to something about conspiracy theorists and shit. Like, yeah, it's me, bitches. Everybody know. They sent the alert around all the shapeshifters and aliens and everybody, because I ain't with everybody else is. Nigga say, yeah, your government. Nigga, basically, 99% of the planet is goddamn aliens and shit. Nigga, I'm the extraterrestrial. I'm the motherfucker that's different. I know it. Haven't came across anybody like me in a long time. Ever, boy. Someone that's kind of similar in a long time. Get some of that H3O. About to sauce it up. I got a lime. But I'm gonna get back with y'all, man. I gotta go ahead and bake some brownies, man. I gotta go take a number 2, man. I'm gonna fuck with y'all.